Yeah.
And you're welcome back. It's time for What's Up and About. Ladies and gentlemen, disturbing news from over the weekend, actually since Friday. I was privileged to see this video put out on socials by Princess and also Kate Henshaw. I don't know if any of you saw it. This was a video that
I didn't listen to it.
Okay, yeah. It was a very long video by Princess especially, and then the Kate Henshaw one came after, and it told the story about this Lagos doctor, very popular Lagos doctor, who I feel most wives in Lagos actually have either met or heard of because he runs this cancer screening center somewhere in Surulere. The details that were given in that video were plenty. And Princess told about the fact that she narrated the ordeal of his wife, the doctor's wife, the fact that he had, according to her, cheated on her with her niece. This wasn't the case of just ordinary cheating, she said. As the story goes, it was a case of child molestation because this person was a minor. And the events is a minor, and the event started from when she was 15 up until when she was 16. The story goes on to tell about the intimidation from the doctor and his people, or party, against the wife, whereby she's been intimidated, and the story is almost going on at carpet. So they're kind of like raising awareness and all. Wow. Now, it's a very touching story, especially with anything that has to do with child molestation is something that people, I mean, you shouldn't just turn a blind eye to it. But for me, it is just the amount of, the prevalence of such issues that go on inside of our society, and the fact that it would seem that nobody, or it's just everywhere. It's not just something that is relegated to the poor. Everybody in different strata, there's always somebody who's kind of like perpetrating such evil. And it's so sad that somebody who is an OBGYN should actually be accused of such an act. It was disturbing.
You know, whenever cases like this come up, we're always told to hear all angles to it, all sides of it. But the truth is, many of these stories get swept under the carpet so easily based on the reputation of one of the parties involved. And it would be really sad if that's the case. If it is a true story and it's swept on the carpet, it would be extremely sad. I'm just really concerned about the mental state of his wife and the young lady involved. And I hope that they get the help that they need. And I hope that, in truth, the truth does come to light the way it should be. There are a lot of these cases that over the years have just disappeared and you never hear anything about them, and then people end up going through life without having anyone to talk to about it, with the fear of the stigma around it. And hopefully this is not one of those cases.
Definitely. Yeah, I just want to mention that, look, the DSVRT, Domestic and Sexual Violence Response Team, the number to call is 0800 033 3333, right? The DSVRT, if there's any case of anybody around you that you suspect is being, there's a sexual harassment or all that, please do call that number. Once again, 08000 333333. That's the number to call, and yeah, it should be checked. So like, these are the kind of things that you respond to in such a way that you don't really give benefit of doubt per se to the person. You first of all check and ensure first of all.
Yeah, sure.
You know, especially in kind of scenarios like this.
Sure.
I digress a bit, but it's almost about like the same kind of thing that happened with the Kanye building. Just on, was it Saturday or Sunday morning? Sunday morning. You know, there was a report some days back that, look, they've mentioned that this particular building also is the same thing that's happening here. It was unsafe, or it is unsafe. I mean, and what did they do? They were putting sand on the different floors. Wow. So while they were still building, there was sand on each floor. Wow. And that's an unsafe practice. So back to what we are saying here, yeah? In this particular scenario, whoever, no matter how much good the person has done, you understand? Of course, I am of the belief that everybody should have, I mean, there's yin and yang. There's always good in bad and bad in good in one way or the other. But in this kind of scenario, it can be, this is just too much. And it will be sad to see someone like that, you know, being, you know, convicted from that. But it should really be looked into.
Yeah, there should be investigation.
Yeah, my take on this. Okay, yeah, I mean, yeah, of course, she was underage and all of that can be seen for what it actually is. But then again, when you started talking about the story, you said the way it was phrased by people that put it out there was that she said her husband was cheating on her with her niece. So obviously the wife didn't see it as a case of
Exactly.
Do you understand? So, yeah, I mean, the thing is, what I'm trying to say
that
is...
might have been my flawed expression.
Okay.
She didn't say that. She actually did call him out initially, from according to the story, as a pure case of abuse.
No, of course, pure case of abuse, but at the same time, right, there's also the thoughts, because that's where my mind went to at first. The girl was 15, and if you know what people of that age group are doing these days, right? Of course, it doesn't definitely address the issue or like make it any lighter. But I think what's important to also know that, I mean, these people are being exposed to so much, right? Yeah. Mentally, they want to get, because of all the things they're seeing on social media and all that kind of stuff and everything. But then again, it's important to know that, yes, abuse is abuse once they're underage.
Yeah. I also would like to see a situation where the authorities are more involved and not left in the hands of people who want to advocate for these people or the abused people. It's a good thing that is being brought out, that people are bringing it out to light and people are actually pushing it. It's great. But the story could get really, really messy if left in the hands of people who are untrained to attend to these issues. So I'm hoping that the authorities will jump on this and they attend to it as it should be.
Yeah, 0800 0333333. VSVRT, that's the response team to call if you suspect any case of domestic violence.
Hopefully they peak.